A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress in Oyo State, Engineer Oyedele Akim Alawo, has raised an alarm over what he called serial looting of the resources of the state by Governor Seyi Makinde, describing his administration as deceitful. This is just as he called on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to beam its searchlight on the activities of the administration since it came on board in 2019. Alawo, in a statement issued by his media office in reaction to the arrest of the State Accountant General Alhaji Gafaru Bello by the anti-graft agency over 9 billion naira money laundering allegedly deducted from the local government funds for the re-election of the governor in 2023, said Makinde has turned the state to cash cow to milk it dry. Bello was arrested last Friday when EFCC was alerted about a 9 billion found in the account of a politician arrested along with him was released on Monday. The Oman-based project and contract management specialist lamented that at a time the state is reeling under economic crunch with development at its lowest ebb. The governor, through his accolades, could be engaging in a deal for their selfish interest, stating that it shows that it does not mean well for the people of the state. He said there is no government in the history of the state that has taken the people for a ride like that of Makinde, noting that the huge amount that the EFCC arrested the Accountant General for could go a long way in tackling many developmental projects lacking across the state. According to him, between 2019 and now, the administration of Governor Makinde has continued to devise ways and do things to divert public funds, disclosing that the governor denied the state of 76 billion naira World Bank flood project over his own insistence that the contract must be handled by his preferred candidate as against those selected by the World Bank itself. He maintained further that many abnormalities detrimental to the interest of the state have been happening under the administration of the governor, stating that this include inflation of cost of projects such as the construction of 76.7 kilometers Iseyin-Fapote-Ogbomosho at 43.1 billion naira with a kilometer costing over 560 million naira, non-disclosure of revenue from the park management system, award of book contract to contractors from the Niger Delta, and leasing of Agbowo shopping complex for 50 years at a cost of 4.9 billion naira, while also insisting that the present government in Oyo State is synonymous with litany of atrocity to siphon public funds. He said the establishment of the state anti-fraud agency is a smoke screen to blind people as the chicken has come to roost with the arrest of the Accountant General. He said the arrest of the Oyo State Accountant General by the EFCC for doing the bidding of his master, Governor Seyi Makinde, to launder the sum of 9 billion naira belonging to the local government do not come to us as a surprise. For quite some time now, we have consistently been bringing into the public domain the various underhand dealings the government have been doing to siphon the state resources. We have no doubt in our mind that Governor Makinde would go down in history as the worst in terms of scamming the people by doing the opposite of what he promised, most especially running a prudent government to make life meaningful for the people of our dear state. It is quite unfortunate that the governor with his cronies are engaging in a reckless looting of the state's resources. Indeed, the insincerity of the government is nothing but mind-boggling. I believe that the time is ripe for the stakeholders and genuine lovers of the state to join the appeal to the EFCC to, without further delay, beam its searchlight on the horrendous activities of the administration of Governor Makinde, identified so far and others yet to be identified, before it runs the state aground and mortgages the future of unborn children in the state. Following efforts to reconcile the national leader of the All Progressive Congress and presidential aspirant Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Minister of Interior Ogbeni Aregbesola, prominent traditional rulers in Yoruba land, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, and the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, met Aregbesola behind closed doors on Tuesday in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The meeting, which was at the instance of the monarchs, according to sources close to the palace, noted that the reconciliation efforts are going on well and as intended, and both parties having shown interest in putting their differences behind them and moving ahead in the interest of all. Osun and Yorubaland will soon be fully reconciled. Events of the last weeks have shown that the calls from all well-meaning persons of influence across political and religious circles on Tinubu and Aregbesola to tour the path of peace and reconcile in the overall interest of all appear to be yielding positive results, with the meeting called by these high-ranking monarchs and the attendance of the meeting by Aregbesola. As things unfold, it appears that the needed peace and harmony is beginning to return to the progressive fold, and the All Progressive Congress in the southwest will get even stronger ahead of the Osun election.